Hello, friends from the comic world. My name is Hector, and I'm here to talk to you about the September 30th FOC and my picks for that FOC. Now, G is on vacation this week, so bear with me by myself, but she'll be back next week. G and I work for Penguin Around the House, so the titles that we talk about in these videos are from the publishers that we represent into and sell into the direct market around the world. Also note that we're on social media, so you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, X, Twitter, and also on YouTube, of course. And I'll leave some links in the description, but you can find us under at PRH International Comics. And I think that's it for now. Let's get going with I'm going to show you my picks for this week. And the first one is this Captain America number 14 by Dan Panosian Doom variant. This is, of course, the series by J. Michael Straczynski, sorry, and illustrated by Carlos Magno. But this is an amazing, amazing, cool cover showing, Victor here just sitting down, probably after battling and putting some blood on Cap's shield somehow, and just he just pondering, all the destruction that he created. And it looks so good. I mean, Dan Panosian obviously is always does amazing art. I love everything he does. And then this has so many details from the shining of the metal, like you can see a little bit of sparkle on his gauntlet, but also blood dripping from his mask, and of course Captain America's shield on the floor, just covered in blood. This is so cool and bloody. So that's my first pick for this week. We continue with FNL number one, cover F. This is Emma Rios cover. This is a new series, amazing new series by Kelly Sue the Cornick, and David Lopez is illustrating this. They both worked on Captain Marvel for a while. Of course, both of them are veterans now in this industry, and they've done so much. I am a big fan of both. And this one, in particular, FML, I'm really excited. It's, it's about a group of this teen who is like in a band, heavy metal, and he's dealing with a lot of in a lot of anger issues and issues with friends and family. And then and he lives in Portland, Oregon, which I'm close to because I went to school there. But after some ritual, after a party, he wakes up and um, he discovers that creatures, witchcraft, metal, and everything he's obsessed with may be closer to home, or maybe, might be real. So there's a lot of expectation. Like a lot of the fans are waiting for this one. And then let's talk about Emma Rios and this cover. This is an amazing cover. You see this field with some sort of dying flowers, maybe up on a hill, but you see behind them, kind of hidden by the flowers, or covered, I should say, by the flowers, are the figures of somebody on the floor, sort of reading a book, and then somebody else on a guitar, and somebody else next to them, sort of laying on the ground. So it's sort of a mysterious look into this band, and with gray skies in the background. It is very, very cool and very mysterious, like I said, sort of scary looking, which is great. um and if you don't know Emma Rios is from Spain, and she's also a veteran in this industry, and she has done so much. Recently, I mean, I can think of a lot of things that she has worked with. She's worked with on Marvel, DC, obviously Dark Horse, and so many others. So check out her art. It's also very, very cool. Let's continue with My Little Pony Classics Reimagined, the Odyssey Variant B. Ah, this is so cool. This is by Amy Meberson, the cover. Now, this book is by Megan Brown, Jenna Ayub, and Brianna Garcia. You know, this team that has done so much with My Little Pony. And Amy Meberson also has worked on My Little Pony before. And we're getting a lot of these miniseries sort of reimagining classics. They did a Little Women one. I forget what the other ones are right now, but you go check them out because they're very, very cool adaptations of the some of the classics, and I know they'll continue doing them because they're so popular. Also check out other covers for this book because they're amazing and they're gonna keep doing them. And this one right here, Emmy Meverson sort of does this classic look of the images of classic Greek art that you see on the bases and things like that, and you see some figurines, columns for other ponies, but then you have Pinkie Pie just like hanging on to a column with what looks like a cupcake on top. So this is a very, very cool adaptation. Also, I want to say that as I was researching, Amy Meverson, who, like I said, she has done a lot with My Little Pony in the past, but also with Disney, and not just comics, but also cartoons and animation and also toy design. But she also runs the official Pocket Princess Instagram page, and you can find it like that, official Pocket Princesses. And it's just hilarious set of cartoons with tiny versions of the Disney princesses and just little vignettes. And I love it, and I think you guys should definitely check it out. And that's it for that. And next up is Faces of the Moon Knight, number 3 by Ivan Tao, character variant. And we have a traitorous version on the left, and then on the right, you will see a 1 in 50 version of the same cover. So good. This is a new volume, issue 3 of this anthology series that has, stories of past Moon Knight, and they did something similar for Black Panther with Wakanda, the miniseries. And I love this idea because you not only get great stories of other, characters that have had the mantle of, in this case, Moon Knight, but also you get these amazing teams, different teams, creator teams just working on them. In this case, there's 2 stories, and one of them is by Justina Ireland and Chris Lee, I believe, doing the illustrations. And then there's Yuji Kaku, who is a manga creator who did a second story on this book. And if you don't realize who that is, I mean, this Juji is a very well-known manga artist, most well-known for Hell's Paradise, who is a big hit for manga and anime recently. In this case, I don't know this character because it's one of the versions. I don't know which of the 2 stories it's from, but I can't wait to find out. And it's such a beautiful painting by Ivan Tao, who does amazing art too. Also a huge fan. This artist from Malaysia, I believe. And you see this character, sort of a godlike Moon Knight type of character, very different with green hair. With the green hair, I'm kind of leaning towards the manga type character, but who knows? We have to read to know. And you have the eye cushion and in the background, very, very celestial and godly, with the sickle sort of tied to a chain and ball and sort of a ballet pose for this character too. That's so cool. Very, very cool. So let's continue to the next one. My next pick is Survival Street, The Radical Left. Number two, this is the cover A by Abile Kusainov. Uh, so good of a series. If you haven't checked out Survival Street, I highly recommend you do so. This is the second, the sequel. This is Survival Street, The Radical Left. Another miniseries. This one is 4 issues, and it's on issue number 2, as you can see. Now, this is written by James Asmus and Jim Festante, and Abile Husainov is the illustrator and also creator of this cover. And it's so good, and I put it in here because I do like this cover so much because it looks a little bit like a poster from a sci-fi uh 80s movie. At least that's what it looks to me. It reminds me a little bit like the promos from Gremlins and things like that. So you see the two main characters here are sort of like up front, ready to battle and survive, and in the background you see the shadows of some creatures. And if you don't know about this series, this is just post-apocalyptic uh puppets, sort of Muppets, who had shows like Sesame Street and Muppets like that, and then the war happens, and it's just following them through survival. But there's a lot of politics, satirical politics, and comedy, and lots of pop culture involved in this. If you're a pop culture nerd and you like things that with a sprinkle of social conscience and social satire, definitely you're gonna love this. I want to read one line that it has on the description. Is a candy coated coating of pop culture madness, humor, cartoonishly absurd, hyper violence, and just enough hope to keep holding on. It's yeah, that describes this series completely. I highly, highly recommend this one, and I think it's another one that I know that it's been picking up. I see online people more and more commenting about this one, so definitely check it out. And let's continue with Ultimate X-Men number 8. This is the Ian Bertrand variant, and of course, Ultimate X-Men, which is the Peach Momoko book, X-Men book, part of the new Ultimate universe that's been causing so much. I mean, everybody's reading this and collecting this for sure. With Spider-Man, Black Panther, and X-Men, and some new ones coming out now and in the future. So this one, it has Ian Beltran here, who does amazing, amazing art. In this, if you haven't checked out their art before, he another one that has done so much across all different publishers. um, and his art always looks like it reminds me somehow to the vibe of like heavy metal magazine, sort of that kind of sci-fi look. I don't know. It reminded me more of the cartoon, but also in the magazines there was a lot of art like that, and there's always details here. I think I'm pretty sure this is Nico Minoru, especially with the earrings, their ear piercings. But it's very beautiful, long neck, looking menacing, with that red, background sort of brings up all the grayscale sort of and brown scale colors of this art, and it's so detailed and so cool. I really love this one. Um, Check it out for sure. And check out all the other covers for this book, which are all amazing. And that is it for my picks, but we always end these videos with a little bit of news. And I hope this works. Yay, that worked. Uh, the live action My Dress Up Darling, which has been announced and people have been talking about it, is coming right up. And now we have a trailer and it includes the theme songs. So go online and check it out. It includes let me see the details are versions. The opening song, Princess Hero by Cho Tokimeki Sendembu, and the ending theme song by that is called Lovely Baby by the band Pedro. This live action will be will start showing in Japan. I believe it's on the TBS network in October, sometime in October. There's no details yet as to when it's going to show elsewhere in the world, but keep an eye out because obviously this is a very sought out. And I put in here volume 12, which is coming out in October for My Dress Up Darling. And then the art book that just came out, it's available now. And it has a lot of the art from the animations, from the animated series. So for fans, that is just a treat, definitely. So check it out. And that's it. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was useful and enjoyable. Please make sure to visit us on our social media channels on the at PRH International Comics. We're Instagram, X, Twitter, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Leave us some comments, subscribe, like, do all that fun stuff. Watch our other videos. We have more videos that you can watch, and we hope you enjoy them as well. And that's it for now. Thank you so much. Bye.